Hello, beautiful Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. We're going to dive in right away with starting by pulling some symbols for you. Choices. Okay, we have a labyrinth here. And then we're going to jump into your coffee cup. By the way, if you go on to enjoy this message, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and to spread the love and click the bell so you never miss a video. Also, comment down below what resonated with you the most. Cross and choices. We have a labyrinth I mentioned here. Choices. This labyrinth has many pathways. Now I see another one right here. I've been pulling this card for other signs as well. We have a door right there. I'm now seeing the door. There's a window. There's a ladder. There's a path out. There's another one out here. So this means that you're not stuck. You have many resources. You have many ways out of wherever you are right now. But the thing is, cross represents actually the pain and sorrow that you have been through. Okay, so I feel like here, because of something happened in the past, you're still holding on to it, which it's not really your nature. I feel like this can be something you keep remembering because it needs to be released, or this can be a person keep showing up. Like I said, the Sagittarius I know don't really hold much of a grudge, but the thing is, this person, the situation might be reappearing in your life because there's a healing required here. Healing or standing up for yourself or doing things differently this time, because this time around you're going to have multiple choices. Okay, the next 4 weeks energies we're looking into. So this situation might show up especially within like 22, it says the second week, and we have a rider. Seems like, yes, you're going to look for the solution this time. And the rider can also be someone bringing some good news or some news post in the mail, basically, if you're open to the creative possibilities. Snake wrapping around her. A snake is healing. Also here in this deck, it represents maybe something that is wrapping around you right now, something that is concerning you, or this can be like related to the cross. This can be the same thing coming up again, but now you're seeing your choices and choosing differently, okay? Let's dive into the coffee cup now and see what that one has to say. We have a chunk of money on the bottom here. I see a cow right there. So it seems like the money might be coming in. But not only that, it is going to bring something that is sustainable with it, okay? The cow, we can take that as a resource. So you might be investing in something big with that chunk of money coming in. It doesn't have to be massive, but I feel like it's going to be good enough for you to take that first step. There are 2 pathways opening outside your comfort zone within the first week, but what I see is significant. You can see the mouth and the eyes of the fish. Fish symbolizes wealth, abundance and resources, and there are plenty of fish in the sea means options. The 2 pathways opening can represent the options that are going to be in front of you, that you need to choose one. Or maybe you're feeling like, oh, I'm going to lose one if I choose one. But the thing is, they're merging to the same, like they're tying down at the same spot. So it seems like here, it doesn't matter which one you choose, you're going to end up in the same place. I feel like in a positive sense, it's going to lead to the same path at the end of the day. We have here, now I see there are tears of joy. This can be something that will really boost your energy up, because when I say tears of joy, sometimes I see in the comments that, oh, you're expecting something in a very extreme way to come. But the tears are small, tiny little things, and they usually run down when you have like an emotional change inside of you. Or maybe you feel that gratitude within you. Okay, so it's like a calm. Actually, it's a calm feeling. It's not really a wild feeling. It's not a wild laughter. Yeah, if it was the wild laughter, I would have said that. But tears of joy is actually like something maybe you have left behind, that you don't have any hopes anymore of like coming in a very calm and quiet way into your life, that you will say, oh no, I knew that God was watching me and protecting me. It's that feeling I'm sensing here for you at this time. I see here there's like a worm carrying a stone on its back. So it kind of looks like a hat as well. Here there's a shoe above the hat too. Hat and shoe is about authority and moving forward. I feel in this case it can be a uniform, and the stone that worm is carrying on its back is actually representative of maybe a weight on your shoulders. But you're carrying it towards a bright, sunshiny day here as something bright and positive. So either way, it is a good, like it is going to end up being good. If you have weight on your shoulders, if the snake is weighing you down, maybe you're doing something and the stone is a snake that you're carrying on your back. Maybe you're dealing with a hard person, a boss who is not being the solution, but being the problem at the same time. You have your own things to take care of. But it seems like you are moving towards an authority figure. I don't know if you can see the jaw line of this guy right there. There's a jawline, the nose, and the eyes. Kind of reminds me of one of the Julius Caesar. I think no, not the Julius Caesar. There's another one with the curly hair. I think the Julius Caesar didn't have curly hair. It's like one of the Roman emperors, okay? So with a like very strong jaw. This is a person of authority. I feel like because the big jaw, strong jaw represents this person's character being strong, and they're being really fair to you. So you're taking care of your thing. Now I'm seeing the eye of an elephant also looking here. This is going to carry you towards like something for the long-term stability. And the authority will be there to pick you, protect your side of the work. And if you're dealing with an authority, they're not really picking you. They're not choosing you. It's probably not the authority that this person shows up here. Okay. The person I told you, maybe physically they might have like a whiter hair, like white hair or blonde hair. I see there are W in their name, maybe like Richard, Winston, can mean their first name or the last name. And what else I see here? This person has another like a commander right under them, a small commander. And I think like this person can be even a negotiator. Like I see there are two people fighting right under this person and he's splitting them up. So it can be someone who's really fair when they did make a decision, and can be another type of authority as well. And I see behind them there's a clear paper waiting for you, okay? On that clear paper, what do I see here? Now I see two people are kissing. So it's basically they are, this person's helping you get the best deal, that you're going to be walking out of the situation in the best way possible. The person, I told you, I keep telling you, I see a person here, but this can also be like an authority, like it doesn't have to be a real person, it can be a legal person. Okay, a legal person are like governments, companies, institutions, maybe like someone in an institution making the decision for you. But if you're thinking, like that's why I want to keep it a little expanded when it comes to interpretation, because if you expect one person to do something for you but you need to file a paperwork with like an office, then you might be missing it. So when the opportunity comes, be open, because there's so many white pages in front of you that you might need to fill some of them out and send it to someone who is an authority in that matter. It doesn't have to be specifically a real person, okay? Another thing I see, I told you there's like people are coming together, making up and just making peace. This can be about a relationship or a friendship too. Maybe it's something that actually fall apart within the third week, especially. You might get close with someone, get intimate. That can be representative of that. And above the fourth week, towards the fourth week, we see a snake now coming. Yeah, the 7, it says. The fourth week can be like the 27th, or yeah, it can be something like the 25th or 27th. 25th being 7. So it can be that time, the snake coming forward. Something might try to squeeze you, like it's squeezing her right here. Something or a situation might try to squeeze you and corner you. But I feel like you are going to be, if you're aware that this is going to happen, you are avoiding. They cannot find you. You know, they're trying to locate you here. So this comes up, so you will know. Someone might try to do something behind your back, okay? So the snake, or Snake can represent shedding the old skin. Okay, this can be an old skin situation that you're not shedding and it's prolonging for long now, and maybe it's starting to become really annoying for you, and you need to really let this snake transform if you would like to bring solution to this problem. Okay, shed the old skin. If this is something, for example, let's say I'm going to talk about what's the first thing pops in my head. Let's say you have a certain paint on your wall. It's been there forever and it's bothering you. It's smelling or something is wrong with it. Instead of doing a new paint job, maybe you're prolonging it. You're just delaying it. No, Angela, no, get out, wait. Sorry, guys. You're delaying it, and that's going to probably maybe cause more problems instead of just fixing it, okay? So it can be just renewing the paint, basically. I'm giving a material example so you can understand clearly. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. Everything looking beautiful, guys. And it seems like your desire is very likely coming up. It's not something that if you're thinking this is going to require a lot of work, that's not really the case when it comes to that. Something is actually going to happen in due time. It has a certain time period to show up. The snake, the snake is on the saucer now. It's flattened. So you're taking care of the snake. You're actually going to take charge of the snake and you're going to lay it flat. Or if this is the one that is trying to change skin, you're going to help the change skin. And you're going to give it time to transform so it doesn't actually squeeze you anymore. That's why I said maybe this is a task that you're procrastinating. That is squeezing your heart, but on the outside, nothing is visible. So no one can understand what you're going through. That's another big problem that we have nowadays. Unfortunately, most of the things that we're feeling inside of us, and people don't see that, and they think everything is fine and dandy. And then when the blow up occurs, they just get surprised suddenly. Oh, what happened to this person? Everything was fine. So it's the time of expression now, a time to express yourself through your art, through your words, through your maybe the way you do your things. Express yourself as a talking as well. I see margarita glass here. You might start the month with a margarita, basically. If you're not drinking, it can be something gives you pleasure, something really winds you down. Okay, margarita is lemon. I think it's just mostly lemon. Are we talking about the same thing? I'm talking about this yellow, icy drink, guys. So if that's the case, lemons, when life throws you lemonade, make some margarita for yourself and enjoy it. And it seems like that is going to really part the cloudy weather out of your life, okay? I see that you're standing here with a lot of confidence and you have here a staff right next to you. Staff might be symbolizing a magic wand that you will turn the cross into the magic wand for yourself, and the pain and suffering can turn into great experiences, lessons that will be working for you this time, okay? This can be the simplest thing, guys. Maybe in the past you couldn't say no to a certain type of people. Now your staff is your ability to say, no, I don't want that. Or, yes, I want this. Or somebody rejects, oh, I don't want to go for a walk. No, I want to go for a walk. I'm going to do what I want to do, okay? Choosing yourself, basically. Let's get to it. We have the Seven of Wands, Wolf's Bride. You might get some opposition, yes, when you stand up for yourself, when you use the staff given to you, the wands. You might have even seven, might have one wand, but then in front of you, you might have people that have 6 other wands and trying to attack you. What happens there is you stand your ground, and what we see in the Seven of Wands, we see a man on the higher ground. So you have the higher ground. You are on a better position, but you might really need to protect your boundaries. As I mentioned on the saucer, you have the staff and you need to use it, okay? We have here 10 of Wands. Basically, cross aligns with the 10 of Wands, I feel, but on the bottom, we see the Fool here. So what you have been through. That's why I feel like this is something you have been through already, and you carry the weight on your shoulders, the weight of the world, or a certain task that you have been working on for so long. It seems like this is the end of it. Especially second week, you might be completing this task, and maybe you will be able to set off to a new adventure, start a new adventure. The first week can be about, again, like expressing and protecting the ground that you created. And the second week can be about completing the task of that thing that now you protected it, you completed. Let's see what's going to happen within the third week. I wonder if the choices are going to show up. Do we have Seven of Cups? No, we have the Knight of Cups here. So when the choices shows up, I said Seven of Cups is confusion. So you're going to have choices, but you're not going to have confusion. You're going to have very specific desire, and you're going to go for it, and you're going to choose it. Okay, so as you're a fire sign Sagittarius, or if you're cross-watching for another Sagittarius, they're really decisive about what they really like, and they go ahead and choose it. And this shows through the cards as well. You are actually very decisive. If you're having a hard time to choose, you probably have some air in your chart. Okay, Libra, Gemini especially, they have a hard time to choose, so that can be coming from that. But it seems like here, when you're specific with your desire, the Knight of Cups is delivering one cup to you. This is exactly what you truly want. Page of Wands is what you will do with that fire, with that cup, basically. And sometimes we hear that water and fire cannot really get along well. But the thing is, the most powerful thing, one of the most powerful things that human beings actually found out is the putting together the power, the steam engines, okay, the steam. So that is actually coming out of the water and the fire here. It seems like when you get to take the choice, when you use it carefully with like putting your energy, putting your fire and putting your light into it, seems like you're going to create immense power here, okay? Especially within the fourth week, you might get the chance to go ahead and do something that you consider as an adventure, or something really exciting, something really giving you life, and that like you will be in your own element, basically on environment, that you will be able to express yourself the way that you feel free. Let's see what we have. Luminous Warrior. Yeah, this is you are the fire. You're lighting your fire, and the warrior vibe can be, yes, you're going to use your staff just tiny bit. This doesn't mean fighting. I feel like this means that going after what you want and expressing it clearly. And by the way, at the same time, being a light to the others, being a good example to others as well. Like people are going to get inspired by your example, you being the luminous warrior. The spiral is going to come forth. We have the snake, the spiral, the dragon. They're all like spiraling. So spiral indicates a cycle. So what's going to happen is the choices are actually, the labyrinth is turning as a spiral as well. You're gonna face one last choice, guys. One last trial, one last test here. I feel like that's what the spiral is. That one last thing is going to give you the opportunity to choose differently this time, okay? Because if you choose the same again, if you choose someone who doesn't value again, or if you do not defend yourself again, the spiral is going to keep turning around. But if you're going to have a chance this time to choose differently, okay? The witness is actually coming forth here to give as an advice, because witness tells us everything happens in the quietness and observation. Okay, so whenever you are in the spiral, instead of reacting to it, you need to really calm down and observe what's happening inside of you, because the whole world, everything is actually happening inside of you. Like if you're being reactive to certain things, know that there's something inside of you pushing that out there, that reaction. So it's time to stand ground and be the witness of what's happening inside of you, that turmoil, that thunder storm, and wait until it calms down and ask the question and let the answer to come. Why am I feeling this way? How can I change it? What am I learning from this experience? I want to be a witness to what's happening. Okay? When you're witnessing, you're changing. We have the eagle. That will give you the opportunity to really fly high. The eagle is a free creature, free bird, cannot be captured, and actually like flying freely. and being the powerful here. It can be indicative of freedom, adventure, a new beginning, change, and adapting to the change. Also, maybe even dominating the changed environment here. It can be symbolized by the eagle, opening your wings and flying freely. I pulled for this set of readings some spells, but the spells I would like to mention, these are not like about black magic per se. These are about just small little rituals that we tell our mind that, oh, this works, and then if our mind can believe, we can achieve success. And these are mostly peaceful stuff. Okay, we have a love spell coming. This can be for you, for your self-love. We have Sylvian spell. This is a lovely spell if you're given a small tree as a gift to wish for strength and good health for you and your love. Before you plant the sapling, tie a bow in some colored ribbon and plant the bow with a small heart symbol in the soil under the roots of the tree. After you have planted the tree, water it well, make a wish that both you and your love will grow strong and enduring as the tree takes roots and begins to flourish. When the tree bears its first leaf, press it in a book associated with one you love. As long as you tend your tree with love, you will both enjoy blooming health and vitality. And sometimes if I get this kind of spells, for example, there's a wallet charm that I believe your wallet shouldn't be like in red, because red is a very fast color. So the things can come in fast and leave fast. So I choose maybe green, brown, or orange. And they say you should be gifted the wallet if you would like the money to come constantly. So what I do is I just give the money to my sister and I tell her, just buy me something that I enjoy, like what I prefer. And it's kind of like a trickiness, but still you can ask for someone to just give you that tree that you desire as well. Okay. And as long as they have the intention to bring it as a gift, even if you ask for it, it doesn't change the magic of it. Okay. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos right here for you to enjoy. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.